Welcome to War Story Wednesdays. Today, I want to talk about trees. Everybody likes them. They're big, they're huge, they're leafy, they fall leaves, and you got to rake them up. But everybody likes trees, right? Not everybody. In fact, there was a guy who had a tree owned by his neighbor, big, huge thing, dropped a lot of leaves. The roots started to ever so slightly crack some of the sidewalk walkways in the guy's backyard. So he had a contractor come in and took an axe and chopped away 3 feet of the roots along the property line. Because, after all, the roots were on his property and he could do whatever he wanted to on his property. And there was actually a case out there about trees and about roots that said that an owner had an absolute right to remove them from his land. As you can imagine, when you chop the roots off of the tree, it will hurt the tree. And this did. And the tree died and had to be removed. And the neighbor upon whose land the tree was had to pay for having the tree removed. That neighbor just happened to be a lawyer who sued the guy that chopped at the roots. And I don't know if he was a good lawyer or not, but at a summary judgment motion, he lost. And the guy who chopped the roots won the case because the court said, here's an old case that says absolute right. And the lawyer neighbor appealed. And the Court of Appeal said, we understand that the rule in law is that you own the property line and everything in the sky above it and everything in the ground below it. We absolutely agree. But there's this other doctrine in law that says you can't exercise your legal right in such a way that will interfere with the legal rights of someone else. And isn't that what just happened when you axed the guy's roots and killed his tree? There have been a lot of cases, as you might expect, about trees and roots and overhangs and branches falling and all that good stuff. And by and large, if you have someone else's tree that is growing onto your property, you are indeed free to take steps to fix it, to take the branches down or to cut the roots out. But you have to be reasonable in the way that you do it. So in this case, the lawyer won his claim against the neighbor that chopped his tree for damages, for the loss of the value of the tree itself, for the aesthetic value that was decreased in the property, and grew a new tree in that place where the old tree was.